going to be doing just the basic functions that we did the last couple days. So in Photoshop, you have your picture file. You're going to hit Command J. That is duplicate the layer. Now you are going to add a regular blank layer with the square plus sign in the middle. And that is going to be the layer that you are going to use to paint bucket. So usually your paint bucket is hidden in your gradient tool, but for me, mine is down here. So I chose this purple. If you don't like that purple, you can double click the color square to pick the foreground color. You can change that. If you don't like the purple palette, you can change to any color you want by dragging these output sliders down. Now I have my aqua. Okay, I'm going to click one time, and that is going to turn the entire screen aqua. Then I'm going to go to my blending modes and pick whichever one I like. It looks good to me. I liked this dark in here. Okay, now we are going to hit your layer mask. That is the rectangle with the circle. Then you are going to hit B for brush. Make sure that your black is on top and go ahead and paint out the areas that you would rather not have your edit. Now, if you notice, this is painting, but it's actually not painting. You can think of it more like erasing. A mask is a place where you can erase or add back in the edit that you just made. So each edit comes with a mask, and it's like Photoshop's way of saying, okay, you did this edit, but maybe there's a place in your photo that you don't want the edit to appear. And in this case, it's her mouth. So if you want it to be really picky, you can hit Z, click and drag to zoom in, hit your B again, and you can really, really get specific in your painting. But I'm happy with it kind of the way it is. And then again, you're going to hit Command 0, and that is fit to screen. All right. So I think she looks good like that, just with the one eye. And now I am going to add my text layer. So I'm going to go over here with my type tool, click and drag a box, and it will autofill with your placeholder text. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. Then I am going to Command J. So I have another text layer, and I'm just going to click and drag that. So I'm filling in her entire face. Now here's a new thing. I want you to double click the layer, and you will get this layer style menu. And I want you to click the drop shadow at the bottom. And you can kind of mess with the settings over here. Blend mode normal, multiply darken, lighten. Some of these you won't be able to see, so I'm going to stick with multiply. And then you can change the angle, just kind of where you want your drop shadow to be. Then I'm going to increase my spread. And say, okay. All right, so now I have the basic idea for the project. Now you are going to click on your top layer and then shift click on your second text layer. So both text layers are selected. Then you are going to go to layer, merge layers, or you can hit Command E. So you can see this drop down menu has your key command right next to it. So I'm going to click on that. And then it is going to merge both my type layers into one layer. Then I am going to hit Command T, and that is transform. And you can see I can scale it up and down, I can turn it, and I like it diagonal like that, okay? So I'm going to leave it that way. Then hit enter, And I'm going to use my layer mask again, same thing, because remember, each layer has a chance for you to add a mask to take out part of your edit or what you added. Then I'm going to hit B, make sure my black is on top, and then I'm just going to start taking the copy or text or type away. Right around the outline of her face. And really what I want to do is take away parts of the type so that her face looks more three-dimensional. Because right now it looks rather flat. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to reveal parts of her face that really make her face look three-dimensional. I'm going to bring my brush size down, increase my zoom, and I'm going to take away the type around her eye. Okay, I'm going to take the type away around her other eye. I'm going to take the type away around her mouth. I'm going to take the type away around the bottom of her nose. I'm going to show some of her eyebrows. Actually, I kind of like that. I'm going to leave that. Take the type away around here. And finally, the darkest part of her face, which is her hairline, I'm going to make sure there's no type there, because remember, the type is white, and the white on an area where there's supposed to be a shadow is really flattening the face. So if there's supposed to be a shadow there, I would take the type away, and you can see that really makes such a huge difference. Okay. Maybe under her chin too. All right, pretty good. Now remember, this is just practice. So what you're trying to do is really just get a sense of using the tools. And now I'm going to Command 0, and you can see much better. It's really sitting on her face nicely. So that is all we are going to do for today. When you have finished this tutorial, then you are done.